Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third annual Christmas mail call. This time of year, of course, we are in front of the Christmas tree, getting ready to open up some brand new figures. Just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you watching. I hope you guys get everything you asked for and have a very safe and happy holidays. Here we have a package from Ringside Collectibles. They did a holiday sale and I went ahead and bought a few things that I needed that I've been wanting for a lot of time. If I am correct, there are 2 basics and maybe 4 or 3 elites, though I'm not 100% sure. I've ordered so many gifts and figures and presents for other people that I can't exactly remember what I ordered. But here we go, we're going to get this opened up. I think I've gotten figures from Ringside the last mail call, Christmas mail call I should say, but the one before I think was from Amazon. So here we go, we have it opened up. Let's go ahead and put this to the side. This is sort of a newer figure. We have, what is this, the Elite 63 Sami Zayn. It was like 13 bucks. I needed a new Elite Zayn. Obviously it has the True Effects head scan, the Yep t-shirt, and we'll go over the actual figure itself when we take it out of its packaging. Then we have some newer WrestleMania Elites. First up, Triple H in his purple attire, coming with the big gold belt, which is super awesome. A great looking Triple H, a throwback with the True Effects head scan, which looks awesome. So we are of course going to unbox this and the rest of the figures. And then the second WrestleMania Elite we have is the Elite Undertaker, which is based off WrestleMania 33. And the True Effects head has a lot of people talking. I've seen some with great paint applications, some with some not so great, but it is a good head scan, I think, overall, when it's painted well, and I can't really tell right now. We're going to have to get it out of its packaging to take a really good look. Then we have the Elite 63 Shinsuke Nakamura, which was 16 bucks. And one of my most wanted out of this was the Shinsuke. I've wanted it since it came out, but I chose to get, what was it, Shelton and Seth, well not Seth, but I chose to get Shelton, the 2 Sheltons over this. But I'm glad it was on sale and I was able to pick it up. Then the last 2 are basics. Starting off first with this basic 92 Seth Rollins, which I very obviously ordered for the head scan, of course, the True Effects head. And I think I'm also going to be putting these knee pads on the Epic Moments, though I'm not 100% sure, but had to cop the True Effects head scan because it's amazing. The last is an older figure that was on sale for very cheap, a figure that I never bought, a wrestler that I've never had a figure of, and it's Andrade Cien Almas from the original NXT TakeOver Basic series, which is pretty old. I think a year or 2 old now. I mean, he comes with the 2-man for crying out loud. Hideo was in this set, Sami Zayn, Owens, Samoa Joe, and Ty Dillinger. I'm really looking forward to his new Elite, but since I didn't own this figure, I wanted to get it for myself just to have an Almas. So we're going to go ahead, unbox everything, see what we like most, see what we don't like, if there's any, and continue this great episode of Christmas Mail Call. Let's start things off with the basics, and I guess we can start with Andrade Cien Almas. This, I believe, is from his debut attire. He obviously doesn't wear an attire like this anymore. His hair is different as well, so it is outdated a little bit, but it was on sale for like $8, I believe, and I really did want an Almas figure. I've wanted one for a while, and I mean, that upcoming Elite looks absolutely amazing, which I believe is coming out during the new year, or after the new year, I should say. Here's the tube, man. Am I ever going to do anything with this figure or this thing? No, I'm not. I don't even know why I'm going to talk about it. I'll probably end up losing it in a few days. Here we have Almas, though. Obviously not a True Effects head scan, but there is a good resemblance to him and his older hairstyle, which looks pretty cool. Again, it is outdated, which is unfortunate. His newer attires are more plain. Like, I really love the gold attire. I think it's awesome. He's got some white wrist tape. His blue attire has some white designs going all around. You know, when Andrade first made his debut in NXT, he really wasn't anything special, at least it seemed to a lot of people. You know, he came up sort of as a face and wasn't really getting cheered. They turned him, and that's really where he started getting momentum. Obviously won the NXT Championship, and then came up to the main roster and hasn't really done much, and I really hope soon he can get, you know, maybe a push or something. He obviously hasn't done much on the main roster. I mean, he had that one really good match with Styles that I liked on SmackDown, and then he obviously just wrestled that tag team match with Bryan against Ali and Styles. But overall, I mean, he hasn't done too much, and I hope soon maybe he can do some bigger things because he really is a tremendous talent. So there we go. There's Almas, although I talked a little bit more about him in real life than the figure. We can move on to Rollins here. You know, I don't really collect basics ever. If I only get a basic, you know, it's for the reasons I stated for Almas or for a head scan on a figure. And it's really the only reason why I would purchase a basic, just like this Rollins, which I only bought for the True Effects head scan, which is one of my favorite Rollins head scans of all time. I'm going to be swapping this onto an Elite, so I mean, I've given my thoughts many times before about the True Effects and how much I love this Seth Rollins head scan. Got the Kingslayer t-shirt, though, in the silver. Wish we got a cloth version of this. Black wrist tape. Obviously, the silver attire looks nice. I wish the Epic Moments was in this glossy silver. It'd look way better, though. I think I'm going to swap these knee pads onto the Epic Moments. And then again, his silver kick pads, which look pretty cool. The basics articulation are just so disappointing nowadays. They really ruin the basic articulation, man, with the, you know, no elbow swivel. We can compare it right here, the sort of bicep swivel thing that Andrade has right here that obviously Rollins doesn't have, but he does have it at the elbow. It is really disappointing. They kind of did ruin basics at the expense, or at the cost, I should say, of making Elites better with the interchangeable hands and head scans and whatnot. But, you know, nothing really special about this Rollins. Head scan is very nice, though. We can move on to Triple H right here. Again, based off his WrestleMania 19 attire. Does have the True Effects head scan and the interchangeable hands, which is awesome. Getting him out of his packaging. He does come with 3 different accessories. The water bottle, the sledgehammer, and the World Heavyweight Championship. Not sure if you want to count the interchangeable hands as accessories. We will put those to the side, though. Let's go ahead and get the water bottle out. I've always loved the water bottle accessory. Happy to have another World Heavyweight Championship. And then, obviously, you could never go wrong with a sledgehammer, so that's great to have. Let's go ahead and throw that to the side. Again, looking at these 6 accessories, I should say. First, here's the sledgehammer, basically the same as every other sledgehammer that Mattel has made. Then we have the World Heavyweight Championship. Maybe my favorite title design of all time. I absolutely love it. It's so nice. And then obviously the water bottle, which is also the same as the previous Triple H figures that have come out. He can hold it in his right hand, I believe, which is what it was molded for, so he can pretend to drink water and get hydrated, which of course is very important. We can go ahead and swap out the hands just to see what it looks like, though I don't think I'm going to keep 2 closed fists on him for the future. He's got the hand tape right there, though it is kind of weird that the peg kind of isn't painted white. You know, that's kind of annoying. Obviously on the left hand we can take that off too and put on the fist. Again, I don't see a reason to have double closed fist, and he can't really hold anything. So I'm going to go ahead and take this hand off, put this one back on. Obviously this hand also does have the finger tape as well, if I can get it to focus. But looking at the head scan, it does look a lot like Triple H. I think it's the same exact one as that one exclusive that came out in the red, though I'm not sure exactly what series. It actually kind of does look a little bit different. You know, it is a good head scan. I don't think it's the best of all time, but it certainly works for Triple H. He's obviously got his long hair, ripped torso, you know, 2 small elbow pads. Again, the interchangeable hands, great feature. First ever purple trunks Triple H, which looks amazing. It says the game on the front and the game on the back. Large black knee pads, and then some plain black boots. So this figure is actually very similar to the previous one that came out, you know, matching the same era of Triple H in the red. Basically identical accessories minus the interchangeable hands and the True Effects head scan. But this is a very nice figure, and I would pick this one up over the red one just because the purple attire is so nice. I mean, a lot of people have wanted this attire from Mattel for a long time, so I'm glad Mattel did it. So there we go. Triple H now out of the way. We can move on to the next WrestleMania Elite, the Undertaker. And I'm very interested to see what this is like, because I have seen some head scans that don't look good, and then some that do, and my eyes look not the greatest painted, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's go ahead and take out the interchangeable hands, like so. If you can. These kind of get annoying to take out. Let's go ahead and throw this to the side, though. As for accessories, again, the interchangeable hands as well as the top hat. I guess it's not really a top hat, but just the hat that he comes with, which is extremely warped on mine, which sucks. And the amazing entrance coat, which is cloth. Thank God Mattel started including cloth jackets for The Undertaker, or entrance coats, I should say, because, I mean, it was one of the best changes. All those plastic ones were so bad. So, here is the head scan. And I think had the eyes been painted better, it would look really good, but he looks cross-eyed, and that's kind of really annoying, because when you look at it from the sides, a fantastic resemblance to Undertaker. I mean, it's uncanny how good it looks, and then when you look at it from the front, it's just super disappointing. I mean, the one thing about the True Effects head scans is sometimes the eyes are just super messed up, so this is really unfortunate that mine had to come this way. He does come with interchangeable hands, which you can obviously take off the gloves like so and throw on just the regular old hands. And you can even take off the sort of pieces that come with the gloves so that Undertaker can, I believe for the first time in Mattel form, just have bare hands on. Let's see. There's one. And then here is the second, if I can put it in like so. So now for the first time you've got a Taker without the gloves, which is actually a pretty interesting look. If you want to, I don't know, do that whole symbolic Taker taking off the gloves and the hat thing and the coat, obviously. So this looks pretty cool, though. I think I am going to keep the gloves on. And the rest is just like a standard Undertaker figure. Nothing unique from what I can tell. I mean, he's had a bunch of elites like this. Obviously, the biggest changes with this one being the head scan and the hands. So I don't really think I need to talk a whole lot about it. Obviously, the belt buckle is detailed. He's got some wrinkles in his pants, and then that's just about it. So it is a little bit of a different Taker, obviously for the reasons I stated. Just a little bit disappointing that the head scan is a little messed up. We've got two more here. Let's go ahead and talk about Mr. Shinsuke Nakamura. Now we can go ahead and talk about the United States champion, at least as of right now, but I won't get into that. Shinsuke Nakamura, who, you know, has really just not done much of anything on the main roster, which sucks. But we can go ahead and get this elite opened up. This head scan looks so good, and I seriously can't wait to look at it out of the packaging. Obviously, Shinsuke comes with the interchangeable hands. His have a little bit more emotion, if that's possible, or uniqueness to Shinsuke than some of the other figures. So let's go ahead and take it out. Obviously, it's meant so that he can do his, you know, whole pose and everything. Let's go ahead and take off. These rubber bands are always the most annoying thing in the entire world. There we go. Oh, never mind. There's still one stuck around his wrist, if I can just take that off. Here is Shinsuke out of his packaging, though. And again, like I said, let's go ahead and take this hand off. He's got some very unique to Shinsuke hand molds, so that obviously, you know, he can do his pose like so, or I don't really know how he does it. It kind of looks a little bit funny the way I'm doing it, but that's really cool that they were able to mold a unique hand mold for Shinsuke, which is awesome. He does come with a cloth entrance jacket, which is very nice and obviously matches the look on the tights. Very cool. Black going all around. Really nice. Let's go ahead and take it off. Look at the actual figure. Let's go ahead and remove this. Very cool entrance jacket. Again, glad it's cloth. And whenever Mattel uses cloth, just hallelujah, because plastic coats, plastic robes, jackets, they're honestly the worst. And the Shinsuke head scan, obviously True Effects, looks awesome. A fantastic resemblance to Shinsuke. The best Shinsuke head scan to me, in my opinion. His right eye, is it like half open? Like, again, what is up with the True Effects eyes painted? Like, look at that. Obviously, he's got his mouth is open, and he's got the mouth guard, which looks really cool. 5 o'clock shadow. Obviously, his signature hair buzzed on the left side. His regular old torso, which is okay, and then the armband on the left arm. Again, black wrist tape, interchangeable hands. And I've never been a fan of the crotch mold that they've used for Shinsuke. It kind of looks like a diaper. Like, it's so big. Like, if we compare it to someone like Sami Zayn over here, you could see the difference is just immense. I don't know why Shinsuke has this just huge, unnecessarily huge mold for his pants, but I mean, they are red and have the black stripes going all the way around. Kind of looks Christmassy. Then he's got his black boots, as well as the leg articulation. I mean, I guess I might as well just show it. It's pretty good. Very cool Shinsuke figure. Maybe his best, just because I love the head scan and the accessories, and the hands just make, you know, for a great addition as well, if we can get him to pose. So there we go. There we have Shinsuke. And then finally, we are going to take a look at Mr. Sami Zayn. And there's really only one major complaint that I have with this figure, and it's that he doesn't have wrist tape. I don't think Zayn has ever wrestled on the main roster without wrist tape. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like one of his attires where he cut a promo on Daniel Bryan, because obviously he's in the Yep attire. I'm really not sure. Here we have Zayn out of his packaging. Obviously comes with the interchangeable hands again. These ones more generic, just sort of semi-open, and then the closed fist. He does come with two accessories. Obviously the Yep t-shirt to parody Daniel Bryan's Yes movement, and then his golf cap, which he is, you know, very, very famous for wearing. All black, fits on his head. As for the head scan, it is pretty good. Again, it's just the way the eyes are painted. It can look a little bit weird at times. This one looks fine, though. I think it does have a good resemblance to Zayn. Not my favorite Zayn head scan, but it does look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and fix his arms. He does have some chest hair. I'm definitely going to be swapping the arms with some white wrist tape. Black tights, obviously. He's got the flannel look on the underneath, which looks really, really good. And I don't believe it's painted underneath the knee pads. I'm not sure, though. I mean, I'm going to be leaving the knee pads on, I guess, just because the letters get cut off. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. It says Zayn, obviously, on this side, Sami on the other. The checkered pattern goes all the way around to his black boots with the white design. So it is a nice Sami Zayn Elite. I'm probably going to put one of his other shirts with him. You know, I'm not really going to be using the Yep t-shirt a whole lot, you know. It's interesting, and I guess it's unique for this figure, but I prefer some of his other shirt designs that his other figures have come with. But with that being said, that does it for this episode of Mail Call. We got some very, very good figures. I think the highlight is probably Triple H or Shinsuke. I mean, these were really, really great. Obviously, the basics, not so much, but you know what? I'm very thankful to have gotten these. And that does it for Christmas Mail Call. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a very Merry Christmas.